Hey guys, Eugenie here. I'm a Joy and Confidence Life Coach, and I have a fantastic presentation for you. Very short, very sweet, so that you can say no without feeling guilty, boss lady style. So I got 3 tips for you today, short and sweet, that you can apply as of today and become a super boss at saying no with light in your heart. How does that sound, right? It's so difficult as women. We're raised from the time we came out of the womb to say yes to everything, to please everybody, to be good, to serve, etc., etc. And we've been, some of us, shamed into saying yes, because if we said no, then we were difficult or temperamental or annoying or bad little girls. So saying no for women is actually quite difficult, because it goes against our programming. And that kind of programming, as we understand, is crap. So it just is. It basically serves, every time you say yes and you don't want to, first of all, you're hurting yourself, but you're also serving someone else. You're not serving yourself. Hi, Nina. So let's just go right into it so that you can learn how to say no with grace and confidence and feel good about it. Hey, Naomi. So saying no, first of all, reframe it. Number 1, reframe it. Saying no is actually saying yes to you, right? It is not selfish. It is self-care. And think of it as protecting your energy bubble and your well-being. So when you say no, you say yes to yourself, and you say yes to your health. You say yes to your happiness. And it's actually really helpful to have a list of all the things you're saying yes to. So what is important to you? Do you want to spend more time with your family? Say yes to your family. You want to go dancing with your friends? Say yes to dancing. If you want to just relax and do nothing or read a good novel like a Bridgerton book, say yes to that. And then the flip side is you will say no, because you will never get your time back. You can lose money, you can lose friends, but you'll never get time back. That is the one non-renewable resource that you will have. And if you say yes to things that you don't want to say yes to, you're going to get frustrated and angry. So love yourself, establish what is important to you. And when you say no, you're actually saying yes to you. Isn't that lovely? You're worth it. Okay. And also, some people will be a little bit annoyed if you say no, right? Because we're so used to having you say yes to everything and being everything to everybody. So initially there's going to be a little bit of backlash, and they're going to be like, what? Did you just say no? And you're just going to be, guess what? They're going to learn to be with this no. They're going to learn to be more independent. They're going to learn to figure shit out, and it's going to be amazing. Why deprive people of the opportunity to become more independent, more resourceful, more resilient? I think that's a gift. So I just wanted to reframe that for you. Number 2, if you want to say no, and when you say no, it's not even an if, when you say no, and it will be more and more every day, make sure you use it a polite, firm, and concise tone. So prepare a phrase ahead of time. Oh, thank you for thinking of me. I appreciate that. But I have a prior engagement. This is my favorite. I have a prior engagement. Nobody has to know your business. You don't owe anybody a bloody explanation. You're a busy woman. You work all the bloody time. So I have a prior engagement. I'm smiling because it could be, I'm going to have a bathtub, or I'm going to sit outside with my book, right? So it can be all of those things. A prior engagement. Doesn't sound amazing? Your engagement is to you. Yes, beautiful woman, because you deserve it. And I don't even care what that looks like. I don't care if you're going to be watching Netflix for 2 hours. That is your engagement, and that is your business. So firm, polite, and don't explain yourself. Don't just say, oh, I would really love to. And then, but like I have no time. And then stop. You don't need to explain your life. It's none of their business. And the less you explain, the better. I actually encourage you to explore a strategy that I love to do, because I'm also a former drama teacher, is explore the pause. So people ask you to do something. I'm so sorry. No, I have a prior engagement. Pause. It's uncomfortable, isn't it? Yeah, it's okay. Feel uncomfortable. Welcome the uncomfortable, because this uncomfortable is the new you reclaiming your life. Just be in that discomfort of saying no. Have fun with it. Feel uncomfortable. No, I have a prior engagement, and just sit in it And you will get used to this, and eventually it won't even feel unpleasant at all. You'll just smile in your mind. You'll say you have a prior engagement, and that will be that, right? So there you have it. So tip number 2, firm, concise, stop talking. Don't explain yourself. Tip number 3, recognize that there's going to be some emotional triggers here, because like I've said, we've been programmed to say yes all our freaking lives, right? And that's why we're overwhelmed. Some women even say, oh, I can do more. That's all emotional stuff that we're carrying, that we were programmed to do things to prove our self-worth, to prove that we're worthy. And so we feel like we have to say yes to prove to your boss, to your colleagues, that you can do it. So notice those thoughts. What's happening in your mind when you're like feeling cringy and you can't say no? Is it, fear of disappointing other people? Are you, just pause. Just breathe into this discomfort. Like I said, say your no. Am I judging myself? If I say no, am I going to look incompetent? Am I going to look like I'm disorganized? Am I going to look like I just can't handle it? Just sit with that. That's the discomfort. And really what it is, and I'm going to just label it for you, it's programming. It's patriarchal programming. It's all of those voices that we've heard since we were born, that we were supposed to serve and be everything to everyone. So of course it's going to feel uncomfortable. Of course it's going to trigger you. Just be ready for it. When you set your intention in the morning, this is a beautiful thing you can do, is you can say, I say no confidently. Or if you're not there yet, you can say, I say no, even if I'm uncomfortable. So when the moment arises, you can sit in that discomfort and say, okay, I'm uncomfortable right now, but I'm still going to say no, right? It's going to be amazing. So another thought that might be happening is, if I say no, who am I betraying? Who am I serving if I say yes? And if the answer is not you, then definitely reframe that so that you say yes to you. Release the guilt, release all of that, and step into your time. Remember, you'll never get your time back, and you'll probably be pissed off because you said yes, and now you're frustrated. So love yourself, give yourself that space, sit in the uncomfortable no if you're not used to it. I say no like a boss now, but I didn't used to. It used to be very difficult for me because I was a people pleaser. I really wanted to show everybody that I could do it all, and so on and so forth. And now I'm like, no, I have a prior engagement. And my prior engagement is dancing salsa or hanging out with my friends or working on my coaching business, but it's my life. I'm 53 years old. I'm not going to waste another minute saying yes to something I don't want to do. No, hell no. So to prepare for the future, because there's going to be, this is like a guaranteed thing, that you're going to get to practice this skill, people. And you deserve to say those no. A big, fat, happy, concise no. And just think of one thing that's not serving you right now. One person that repeatedly wants your time and your energy. It could be your children, just saying, or your husband. Those things are known to happen. A boss, a colleague. There's always that colleague that is just like always asking for your time, right? So take a minute and use that scenario type thing. So it's like, Julie from the other department is going to come and ask me for something, and I just don't want to do it. So prepare for that ahead of time. That person is going to come, and just role play and breathe and be calm. But most of all, just sit in that discomfort at first, because saying no is just like any other skill. The more you say it, the easier it gets and the happier you will be. So there it is, beautiful lady. You take care of you, say no like a boss, no regrets, because you're worth your time on this planet. Yeah. Okay. We'll talk to you soon.